Here are the best 6-wall ovens you can buy, depending on what you actually want, luxury, really good, basic, or something unique. Now, I could make you wait until the end of the video for the one that looks like a piece of art, but I won't. Here it is now. The new Gaggenau, it is a piece of art. It's got the most cooking modes in this list. There's almost nothing you can't do in this oven. It's got a rotisserie that actually works, and a control dial that's the most intuitive interface I've ever seen. Plus, you don't have a preheat in this oven. The downside is $13,000, and it only comes as a single oven. But don't click off. We'll get to ovens that cost a fraction of that in a minute. Now, if you want something more reasonable, say a double oven, you could buy Bosch, KitchenAid, or GE with convection. They'll work fine with no complaints. But LG is the one you should consider. The ovens are larger, the controls are more intuitive, and it's under $3,000 for a double. If you want to cook differently, LG makes steam assist and speed oven combination. It's worth a look if you want a different type of cooking. Back to the high end without going full art piece. Wolf's a great pick. I actually have a Wolf myself, maybe because I'm not into art, but it's straightforward and it works. It's got a great convection system called Vertiflow, 2 fans with extended heating elements for the most even heat, top to bottom, side to side. If you bake on multiple racks, you'll see the difference. Gourmet feature is simple to use. You pick the food, how you like it, and the oven figures out the rest, even tells you which rack to use. Comes in 3 styles, professional, transitional, contemporary, with different knob finishes as well. But here's the thing about Wolf and their parent company, Sub-Zero. You can still get parts going back to 2000 on Wolf. We can get Sub-Zero parts from before I even started at Yale full-time in 1986. So if you think of an oven as a long-term investment, Wolf has to be a consideration. The downside, no built-in steam, but our next pick fixes that. Almost every wall oven you'll buy is electric. Electric is dry, even heat, and that's great for baking. But for roasting, who wants a dry turkey? Miele fixes that with steam assist. You can add moisture automatically right from their touch controls, or add up to 3 bursts of steam yourself. So you cook differently. Your roasts stay juicy instead of drying out. And moisture is the secret to good bread. And Miele makes it simple. You have 17 automatic bread programs, plus automatic modes for just about everything else. Miele is also one of the most reliable brands in our service data because they make most of their own parts. You can see it in how the controls are built. The downside, the look is modern. There's no traditional styling option, so it's always something to think about in a more classic or traditional kitchen. But if you want guided cooking plus real steam assist, Miele is versatile and simple to use. If you want a different look without the European price, Café is the one you should consider. It's the first oven here with French doors. They open from the center. French doors are popular commercially in restaurants. They let multiple people move back and forth without a big drop-down door in the way, and nobody's lifting heavy pans over a hot door. But it works at home too, especially if you've got an island right behind you. Plus, you get the cool factor. Everything else is a standard convection oven. Café's got good modes that set the time and temperature for you, but it doesn't have steam assist and it doesn't have the Vertiflow convection of a Wolf. What it does have is the look. 3 colors, stainless, matte black, or matte white, with 6 different handle styles. You can make your kitchen more your own without spending a fortune. And last, and probably most important, Café is owned by GE, which has one of the largest service networks in the country. That matters a lot in a wall oven. I'll tell you exactly why at the end. BlueStar is the only gas oven on this list, and one of the only ones you can even buy. That's the first of 2 reasons to consider it. Gas brings natural moisture. That's why gas roasts better. You're cooking meat in moisture air, not bone-dry air. Nobody talks about boilers, which is a shame. People must not roast or boil in this day and age because gas does it beautifully. BlueStar uses a 15,000 B2 infrared boiler. Same idea as the sear burner on a high-end grill, the kind restaurants use to finish a steak. So if you roast and boil a lot, the oven is worth a look. Like Café, it's got French doors, but here's the second reason. Over 1,000 color options, 6 trim packages. More than 75% of people buy BlueStar Yale pick a custom color, not stainless. So if you want a kitchen that looks like nobody else's, there's nothing like it. But the downside, no guided cooking, no steam, and it's really bulkier looking than the others. It sticks out from the wall more than most ovens, so see it in person before you buy it. Pick any one of them and you'll be happy. They're all good ovens. The oven's not the problem. The problem is getting installed right and getting it serviced when it breaks. For installation, cutting the cabinet isn't that hard. Finding someone who does a clean, level flush install and understands the right electrical, that's the hard part. Service is the issue nobody warns you about. Fixing a washer is easy. When the wall oven breaks, it usually has to come out of the oven to get fixed. That takes special tools, and most servicers don't have them. So before you fall in love with any of these, ask 2 questions: who installs it and who fixes it in your area? That's the part that decides whether you'll be happy in 5 to 10 years. We did 33,190 service calls last year and over 12,000 installations. And that's just in our area, so there's obviously a need. And if you're near us, come see these ovens in person, 6 doors, no appointment needed. 1 hour with us beats 20 hours guessing online. And if this helped, hit the like and subscribe so you don't miss the next video. And thanks for watching.